It's becoming clearer and clearer to me that Will Smith's masculinity is hanging by a thin thread. Yo, what's good, YouTube? Rashad Crenshaw back again with another video. And it's becoming clear as day to me that Will Smith's masculinity is hanging by a thin thread, a thin hair. It's almost done. It's almost gone. And you know something? I want to make something very clear. The internet is incredibly responsible for the state that Will Smith is currently in. Now, there's a mixture of two things, the internet and Will Smith himself. Will Smith and Jada chose to acknowledge August Alsina's tweets and behavior concerning the entanglement between himself and Jada Pinkett Smith on the Red Table Talk Show.
From there, you know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement.
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
And I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
Hey, that's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship.
Yeah.
They chose to acknowledge that, as you clearly saw. And unfortunately, it backfired. Will and Jada had the opportunity to review all of that video and ask themselves, do we really want the world to see that clip? Do we really? I mean, look at Will's face in the video. Look at his face. Like, come on, bro. He's defeated. He's defeated. And they still chose to put the video out. That's on Will and Jada and nobody else. The entanglement situation, Entanglegate wouldn't have happened if it weren't for Will and Jada. Now, here's the situation with the internet. The internet is responsible for clowning this man. The internet made fun of Jada and Will for a whole year straight. Clowned them. And this is the problem with the internet. There's no empathy or sympathy for anybody or anything. And this is the threat of technology nowadays, where we're becoming so disconnected from one another, so unempathetic toward one another, that we can harass and belittle and hurt one of our childhood heroes for a year straight and think that he's not going to boil over and get angry. How can we do that? How is it possible that we could do that? And how is it possible that Will Smith could go through so much pain and discomfort and disrespect from Jada and from the internet and from the black community, and y'all clowned him when he did all that he could do as a man? Jada goes off with August Alsina. What can you do? According to Jada and Will, they weren't even in a relationship at that time. They were separate. There was no cheating going on, right? So what could Will do? People were making it seem like he was a softie or a punk because he couldn't get Jada to not go with August. Even if they were married and he did get cheated on, what can he do as a man? He can't make Jada do anything. Come on, bro. So I gave Will a pass on that. I'm like, bro, I'm not finna clown this man for how he responded to Jada and August. What's he gonna do? Put a collar around their necks and walk them around and tell them what to do? All he could do was talk it out with his wife, and he chose to put it out, and the whole world clowned him. Now that Will Smith has lost control of his emotions and made a massive mistake in slapping Chris Rock and has embarrassed himself, as you can clearly see, he's crying. The man is crying. He's embarrassed himself on national TV, embarrassed himself, ruined his legacy. I sound like Skip Bayless. He's ruined a lot. He's ruined that whole night. He ruined it for everybody. Now that he's ruined one of the greatest nights of his life, you guys are now congratulating him. Good job, Will. Good job for ruining the best night of your life over a hair joke. Good job. Good job over that. The man was crying. He was on stage shedding real life tears. And the reason why he was shedding real life tears, it's obvious. He was shedding real life tears because of the simple fact. The simple fact that this man was shedding tears over the simple fact that he had embarrassed himself behind a woman who doesn't even take him seriously. He slapped another grown man on stage. The man didn't react. He screamed at him from across the room. He made himself look like a thug, like a hooligan. The whole world is laughing. The whole world is having a joke at his expense, Chris's expense, Jada's expense. He fucked up again. And now he and both his wife are in the main eye of the public again for no good reason. No good reason is attached to this in the slightest. All of it negative, all of it bad. And here's something else that we need to talk about. The fact that throughout Will's entire career, nothing negative concerning him has ever come up outside of one character in his life. Jada. Jada's the only negative factor in this man's life. This man has had a squeaky clean career, squeaky clean image, no issues, no people disrespecting him, no one looking at him like a punk. Will Smith has had an amazing career and an amazing image, all the way up to Jada. And Jada just couldn't stop making this man look horrible in front of everybody. Every chance she got was a new opportunity to see how far she could kick Will's skull into the Raptors. Am I lying? Am I wrong? The woman said in the Red Table Talk video that she hadn't felt good in so long. She's literally disrespecting this man on the show he gave her. He's being psychologically attacked from every angle. The internet, his wife, the whole world. What is he supposed to do but crack? And Chris Rock unfortunately received the bare brunt of Will's anger and frustration. But the reality of the situation is that's not how a man handles that. And the only people supporting Will's mistake are people who honestly wouldn't know what to do with Will's level of success. There's a reason why Will has never done anything like this before in his career. Because he understands nothing good can come from it. In a week or two, the high of the vindication he feels will wear off. The feeling of protecting his wife will wear off. And he'll have no choice but to look at the whole situation for what it was. You went up there, you slapped him. You dropped 2 F-bombs at him from across the room, and then you had the audacity to get on stage and cry. You got on stage and cried. It doesn't get any worse than that. Ladies and gentlemen, it literally does not get any worse than that. That's as bad as it can possibly get. You cried. You didn't get slapped. You didn't get made fun of for going bald. You didn't get disrespected. But you're crying on stage. So Will Smith is a prime example of the viciousness of the internet, the viciousness of celebrity ego. Him and Jada, so egotistical, so confident in the idea that if they drop this Red Table Talk video, people will get insight into healing and growth and relationship truth. Instead, it just became a joke. It just became a joke. It became a meme. Now people use pictures of Will Smith crying left and right. I'm sure that the picture of him crying with the awards is going to go viral too. He can't catch a break, and this time he put himself in the grave. He can't blame Jada. He can't blame August. This time there's nobody but him to blame for what happened. It's a sad state of affairs, but it's just this is how we treat men's mental health. We don't care.